Uh, Much of the West has undertaken a crusade against female genital mutilation. We call it female genital mutilation, or FGM, because we can't very well call it female circumcision, which is what the people who practice it call it. They consider it circumcision, the same as they circumcise boys and they circumcise girls. Now, the reason we can't call it female circumcision is because circumcising boys is very common in the West. I believe that the majority of American boy babies are circumcised when they're infants. They have the foreskin amputated long before they're able to give any kind of meaningful consent to having the foreskin amputated. In addition, it's traditional among Jewish families for boy babies to be circumcised. At a certain point, he's only a few days old. I think he's 8 days old or something, and they do a ceremony where the foreskin is removed. Now, the thing about it is the way that they're supposedly in two completely different things. The narrative in the West is that male circumcision is done because it has health benefits. Female circumcision is done to enslave the female, to make her dislike sexual intercourse, and therefore keep her faithful to the husband, because if she can't enjoy sex, she's going to have as infrequently as possible, and she won't be unfaithful to her husband because she can't enjoy sex. Now, the problem with this is that it's wrong. There are different types of female circumcision, but even those who have gone through the most extreme type of female circumcision, where basically everything that's visible has been removed, can still enjoy sexual intercourse. There have been several studies done on it. In Prisoners of Ritual, Hattie Lightfoot Klein studied women who had been through the most extreme form of female circumcision. Their experience of sexuality isn't that different from those of women who have been left intact. They can enjoy sex. They do enjoy sex. And there's not even any necessarily any problem as far as them being less orgasmic than other women. Okay, so once you get that out of the way, how do you now separate female and male circumcision? You really can't. If we're going to talk about female genital cutting or female genital mutilation, we've got to talk about what we do to males. And that automatically gets us in a lot of trouble immediately, because it seems like we automatically get into anti-Semitism. Basically, we're accusing Jewish people of having mutilated boy babies. Okay. Now, I just want to make a statement about why I think this practice evolved. I think that in both cases, it probably evolved because it was kind of hard to keep the genital area clean. And I believe that that was probably the motivation for it originally. And then it took on other things came onto it, such as the idea that the Jewish male becomes a Jewish male when the foreskin is removed. But anyway, we've got to stop separating these things out, okay? We've got to acknowledge that, we do surgeries on male babies without their consent. And there's an irony in here. We who single out one sex, single out the male sex, are the preachers of gender equality. The people in Africa, the Middle East, Asia, who do similar things on both sexes are the monsters of patriarchy. Does that make sense? I don't think it does. I hope you liked hearing that. Bye.